Greetings everyone and welcome to question number 23 of US Examination Mathematics 1 section. In this question we have function x which is equal fx actually which is equal to x plus 1 over 3 and gx, so we have function g which is equal to 1 over x, and we are asked gof x. What does this gof x mean? Gof x in other terms means that when we have g function, instead of x, where we have x, we will use the function x. So we will use fx. So literally this is what it means. So what do we have to do? Wherever we see x when we are using g function, we will use the expression that is given for f function. So what do we have to do here? So we have gof x which is equal to 1 over, now instead of x I write the expression of f function. So x plus 1 over 3, and that is equal to 3 over x plus 1. Welcome to question number 24. In this question we have function of x squared plus 2x plus 4 which is equal to 3x squared plus 6x plus 7. What is the value of the inverse of function fx, but we will try to find it for 4. So what do we do here? Now we have here the function of x squared plus 2x plus 4. Now we first need to find the function of x only, not x squared plus 2x plus 4. By doing so, we will find the inverse of fx, and after that we can find the inverse of f4, and we will do that only by substituting 4 for x. But how do we get there? Now, as you can see, these two expressions, here we have x squared, here we have 3x squared, here we have 2x, and here we have 6x. So what do we have here? We see that these elements are 3 times greater than these elements of this expression. So how can I do that? The third element, which in this case here we have 4 and here is 7, how can I increase this so it can be 3 times greater than this one, so we will be dealing with the same value, the same expressions. I can add 5 and subtract 5. Why specifically 5 and minus 5? Because by adding 5 and subtracting 5, I will not change the value of this expression. So the value of this expression will remain the same. But by doing so, by adding 7 and 5, I can have 12, which will be 3 times greater than 4. So what do we have here? We have the function of x squared plus 2x plus 4, which is equal to 3x squared plus 6x plus 12 minus 5. As you can see, we never change the value of this expression. What can I do here? I can take 3 as a common factor. Here we have x squared plus 2 squared, plus 4 minus 5. Now I'm going to call this x and I will call this x. The only reason, because they are the same. So here I was able to find fx, which is equal to 3x minus 5. Now as I found the function for x, I can find its reverse. What is its reverse? Everything that we have, every operation that we have here, I will just take the inverse of it. So we have x plus 5, so instead of having x minus 5, I will have x plus 5. Here we have times a multiplication of 3, I'm going to make it a division of 3, which is going to be over 3. So the inverse of fx is equal to x plus 5 over 3. Now I can easily find the inverse of f4. So the inverse of f4, all we have to do is substitute 4 for x. So we have 4 plus 5, which is equal to 3, so we have 9 over 3, which is equal to 3. Welcome to question number 25. In this question we have, what is the ones digit of the number 3 to the power of 3003? So probably finding the number of 3 to the power of 3003, it will take us all the time that we have in the exam. Now, what do we have to do? We have to see if there is a sequence. If we take 3 to any power, what's going to be the sequence? What's going to be the trend? And after seeing that trend, we can also find the value of the number 3, the value of the unit of the number of 3 to the power of 3003. So what we are looking for, we have number 3 to the power of 3003. So we are looking the units. So the ones, the units digit, what is its value. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to find the trend that 3 to any power has. So we have 3 to the power of 1, I know it's 3. 3 to the power of 2, it's 9. 3 to the power of 3 is equal to 27. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. 3 to the power of 5 is 243. Now what do I see here? We have a trend, 3, 9, 7, 1. After that it starts to repeat itself. So be sure that after that every time you will have this trend, 3, 9, 7, 1, 3, 9, 7, 1. So after finding this trend, I can see that every four exponents the units start to repeat itself. Now knowing this, what all I have to do is take this 3003 and divide it by 4, because every four exponents the units starts to repeat itself. So what do we have here? 7 times 4 is 28. We have 220 divided by 4 is 5. So we have here the remainder of 3. What does this remainder tells me? From this trend, as you can see, we have the first number, second number, third number, and fourth number. So we have to look at the third number. Now, if we look at the third, I mean from the trend, we have to look at the third number. So if we have a trend of 4 numbers, so every 4 numbers, we have to look on that trend. We have to look at the third number, the units value of the number that we get from the third row. In this case, it's 7. So the units digit of the number 3 to the power of 3003 is going to be 7. And this is actually the correct answer for this question. So what did we have to do here? We just have to look at the trends that we have as we increase the exponents of 3. And after finding this trend, all we did was just divided the numbers that are in one trend. We divided that by the exponent of 3 and we got the remainder 3. So that remainder tells us that in those 5 numbers which show the trend, we have to look at the third number. So the value of the units digit of that third number. So this is the logic and the process you need to follow to get to the right answer. Greetings everyone, and welcome to question number 26, which is the last question at the same time of YÖS Examination Mathematics 1 section. For this question, we have chosen a question which was already asked in YÖS Examination in the year 2011. So let's see what the question asks us and what is the process we need to follow to get to the right answer. In this question we have 3 to the power of 2a triangle 2 to the power of 5 over b, which is equal to 6ab minus 7. And we are asked to find 9 triangle 8. What do we do in these kinds of problems? As you can see, this symbol represents this expression. And now we have to look at the elements. Now we see that the elements are in different levels. So what do we have to do? We have to bring them to the same level. And by doing so, we will be able to find the values in a and b. And as soon as we find the values of a and b, we can get to the right answer. So let's try to equalize the first elements of this formula. So we have 3 to the power of 2a, which is equal to 9. So 3 to the power of 2a is equal to 3 to the power of 2. So we have the same basis, we have the equal sign, so we can equalize the exponents. So we have 2a, which is equal to 2. So the value of a is equal to 1. Now we do the same thing with 8. We have 2 to the power of 5 over b, which is equal to 8. So we have 2 to the power of 5 equals 8b. And we have 32, which is equal to 8b. And the value of b is 4. As we did so, now we can find the value of this expression, which is equal to, which is 6ab minus 7. 6 times 1 times 4 minus 7. 24 minus 7 is 17, which is the right answer for this question. Now, this is the procedure you need to follow when you are dealing with these kinds of questions. This is the last question for YÖS Examination Mathematics 1 section, and with these questions we have tried to cover every topic that will come up to you as soon as you enter YÖS Examination. What I suggest to you is that you keep practicing, because as you practice you will bring yourself to the stage where as soon as you see the answer you will be able to provide the right answer. Please make sure you also review as much as you can our questions, our processes, and our hints that we have prepared for you, because by doing so, this will become your greatest asset on these exams. I wish you good luck.